Well, hi, everybody. Welcome in to another broadcast of Northland Basketball, our second game of the young season. And more, we're seeing games being played here in the month of November, the pre-Thanksgiving schedule. And the Show Low Cougars are getting their second chance at playing on our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball. Of course, when we're here at Show Low, it's officially Show Low Cougars basketball because we do have a partnership that extends beyond our normal Northland Basketball presentations. We have a special partnership with Show Low High School. So here we are. It's Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball. My name is Floyd Simmons, and I am thrilled to be with you this evening to bring you broadcast coverage of this one. And we're getting excited here because it's our first chance to see the Chinle Wildcats. The Lady Wildcats are getting introduced to the crowd here right now. And, of course, the boys' game will follow this one coming up in a little bit. Taking a look at some of the starters here. There's Alyssa Williams for the Chinle Lady Wildcats getting introduced. And now a true superstar of Northland Basketball. There's Koa Yazi getting her introduction, number 23. And one of the best post players in Arizona getting her name called as well. DeJoan White will start this game for the Lady Wildcats, their first game of the young season. Now Show Low to get introduced, and interesting this year that Show Low's roster is not what, in terms of total numbers, not what we're used to. Only 10 ladies on the roster right now. Here is Reese Perkins getting her name announced in the Show Low starting lineup. 10 names. They will add an 11th name here in about 3 weeks. I think it should take them to get a transfer eligible. The Boyce sisters getting their names introduced. Jaylee Boyce a moment ago now. Number 3 is Jordan Boyce, the twin sisters. Also starting, look at this, Raquel Wilson. And she would be in the discussion of the best players in the state for 3A basketball. And then a very solid post player getting her name announced, Tatum Moore. That's the starting lineup we saw a week ago when we saw Show Low play their first game of the year. It's now their second game, Chinle's first game, and out on the floor, we're about ready to go on the national anthem. So we'll send it out to the public address announcer. Starting lineups announced and ready to go here on this broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Wireless and some outstanding partners of ours out there, including Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you as well to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. They'll bring you the halftime report here on our broadcast of Northland Basketball from Show Low High School. And we'll continue to introduce you to our sponsoring partners as we move along here on broadcast number 2 of our young season. Thanksgiving just a couple of days away. Are you ready? Are you hungry yet? Have you begun the preparations? There's bacon going on over at my house. Started earlier today, and I can't tell you how much I look forward to Thursday. And right off the tip, the Show Low Cougars are going to go to work, and a very quick basket registered by Jordan Boyce as Show Low looks to set an early tone in this game. They get the opening tip. Jordan races in, completes her attempt at the basket right there, and then a whistle on the inbound as Show Low is going to put some pressure on. Up the floor it goes, and that pass goes inside from Koayazi. Her pass to Elea Peets, and Elea was unable to make the shot. That gives Show Low possession again in the corner, open. Here's a 3 on the way. That's J.C. Boyce. Or Jaylee Boyce, pardon me on that, and she was unable to connect. Well, no, it was Jordan down there, wasn't it? This is Jaylee. Jaylee Boyce, and her first shot attempt is good for a 3, and the Boyce twins get the first 5 points of the game for the Show Low Lady Cougars. Up the floor goes the other direction, and an open shot for Alyssa Williams. The left-handed lay-in attempt was no good. And the Lady Cougars have the basketball back. Show Low going right to work. Top of the key, that's Reese Perkins with it, and her pass is going to skip off the hands of Jaylee Boyce. Out of bounds as you see Francine McCurtain, again, the head coach here at Fort Chinle High School for the Lady Wildcats, and her daughter is Koayazi, number 23, who is trying to work herself into game shape after being injured early on. She was unable to play in their team's opening scrimmage recently, but she is back out there now and looking pretty good. Here comes a drive and a whistle. There's going to be a blocking foul. Raquel Wilson goes into the paint for the Lady Cougars, and defensively, the Lady Wildcat there was Jaden Lynch. Lynch is going to get called. She tried to fill that lane and tried to take the charge. Foul before the shot. Here's the inbound. It comes into Jordan Boyce. Return to Raquel Wilson, and it's off. It's off Koa. Koayazi last touched it. There's Show Low Cougars' third year now head coach. Is it 3 years? Christy Francis is the head coach. Jordan Boyce stepped on the sideline trying to get the ball in. So that's a turnover, and the Cougars will give the Wildcats a chance to get their first points on the board, and they'll stay in a full court press. Meeting the inbound pass is Raquel Wilson defensively. That is inbounded to Jaden Lynch. She'll get it across to Joan White, and a nice little pass that unfortunately Noelle Walker was unable to convert to points on that. And Reese Perkins is going to come up with the ball and race out of there, spin ahead and underneath, and there's a foul, a shooting foul, and that's the second early foul of the game on Jaden Lynch. She came in, felt compelled to try and defend that one, and so quickly picks up her second foul just 2 minutes into the game. 2 minutes and 2 seconds is what it took her to get foul number 2, so I'm sure that Coach McCurtain is going to get her out of the game as soon as she can. That third foul would be devastating if it happens anytime early, and there's going to be opportunities for it to happen because Show Low is really pushing the ball on offense. The Wildcats are still trying to get organized back on defense when Show Low gets the ball. Free throw is up, and it is good, and Jaylee Boyce early in this game. Already 4 points scored for the Lady Cougars, and this one is perfect. So make it 5. 5 in the game for Jaylee and her twin sister Jordan has the other 2 points. Show Low is on top 7-0. As our broadcast is underway here from Hatch Toyota Arena. And that pass, try to force one inside. It's broken up by the Cougars. Loose ball, and Raquel Wilson with a quick hands. Scoop it up, and she'll bring it across. Multiple defenders converge on her. Gets it away, left side. Tatum Moore with a skip pass to Jordan Boyce. The runner on the baseline is good, and Show Low off to a marvelous start to this one. And it's all the Boyce twins. Jaylee and Jordan are getting it done for the Show Low Cougars. We get a timeout in the game. Back in a moment, everybody. Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Wireless. Stand by.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo.
Koa Yazzie goes inside. Show Low's on top 21-3. Koa got her own rebound. DeJoan White from the turnaround, with a turnaround on the baseline, missed the shot. Jade Key has it. To Koa on the cross-court pass, and then outside for three. That one off the back iron, no good. And it's finally cleaned up and rebounded by Show Low's Priestley Binney. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes a shot, and that one no good from the right side. Victoria Snow unable to connect on that shot for Show Low. Sorry about that. We lost our network, but thanks to our producer, Derek Simmons, for getting it back. Looks like we're back online, everybody, and thanks for being patient and hanging in there with us. We're going to grab a timeout. Don't go anywhere. The second quarter on the way. Show Low in front by 18 in this broadcast of Northland Basketball, brought to you by Choice Broadband. Back after this.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Hey, we're back in, everybody. Welcome back into our broadcast of Northland Basketball. Show Low Cougars basketball. And we are live in Show Low for this one tonight. Opening up the season, Show Low is against the Chinle Lady Wildcats. Girls game here first. We will end the broadcast after the girls game and start a whole new one for the boys. Matchup later on tonight, of course. But let's get back to it. Second quarter getting underway. Welcome back in, Northland basketball fans. I was told by one of the Wildcat coaches to make sure that I give a shout out to the Wildcat fans. And obviously I'd do that. So what do you say? What do you say, Chinle Wildcat fans? How you doing out there? Love to hear from you, and I'd love to speak to you on via our live chat, but I'm not seeing the live chat on my view of the YouTube stream that we have. You see the officials talking things over. It certainly looked to me on that last play like Show Low is the last to get contact on it, but they're going to have the basketball. And Jaylee Boyce, who had that great first quarter, along with her sister, Jordan, inbounds the ball, gets it back. Tatum Moore, the high post back outside. Reese Perkins swing it around, and look at the backdoor cut, and a beautiful pass from Raquel Wilson to get the assist, and it's Jordan Boyce. They ran the play to perfection. Show Low's lead is now 23-3 inside to DeJohn, and DeJohn is fouled by Jaylee Boyce. Jaylee is going to get her first foul of the game. No, hold on. It's Reese Perkins. Pardon me on that. I thought he was going to whistle Jaylee, but he didn't. Jaylee doesn't have any fouls, but Reese now with 3. A moment ago, by the way, we got a correction, and Jordan Boyce does have 3 fouls. So she's in foul trouble. Reese Perkins exits the game with her foul trouble. Lacey Peters replaced her and DeJohn White at the foul line. Gets her first point of the game, missed the second foul shot. And it's 23-4. Cougars in front, runner on the baseline, no good, but Peters there. Get the rebound, offensive rebound for Show Low. Cougars keep it alive, and outside, out on top, Raquel Wilson. Inbound, into the paint it goes. Tatum Moore struggling. She got surrounded. Good defense by the Wildcats to get it out of there, and then a jump ball on the pickup. It is going to be Wildcats basketball. Show Low is going to meet that with a full court press. They've got 4 ladies in backcourt trying to defend this one. Wildcats do get it across, and then it's kicked out of bounds. Boyce got a foot on it. That's Elea Pete out there for the Wildcats, along with Koa Yazi. Now returning to the lineup for the Wildcats is Alyssa Williams. She'll replace Jade Key on the floor. Noelle Walker is also in the Wildcats lineup. DeJohn White out there right now as well. Show Low has the 2 Boyce sisters. Raquel Wilson is on the floor. Tatum Moore and Lacey Peter are the 5 Lady Cougars. In the corner it goes. Now to the angle. Show Low they are moving well. They're going to leave a shooter with just enough room to shoot on the left side, but Walker can't make that shot for the Wildcats, and Show Low's going to get that rebound. 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Sports Zone Nation, thanks for joining us here. 23-4 in the second quarter. Show Low well in front in this one. Radio audience in the White Mountains listening on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio. On the angle right side, that's Jordan Boyce. Out to Tatum Moore. Koa almost came up with it, and a pass down low is going to be short of the mark, and that's going to glance off the back of Alyssa Williams. Give the Wildcats a chance with the ball, but look at Boyce come around, sneak it away from behind, and then Koa got it back, and then Koa got fouled, and she got tripped up. I think it was Jaylee Boyce who ended up in contact with her, and it's Jaylee's first foul of the game. Jaden Lynch a while ago had to leave the game. She came out, started the second quarter, and picked up a very quick third foul for her, so Coach McCurtain had to get her out of the game. Jaylee is going to check out with her first foul, and coming in for Show Low to replace her is Reese Hatch. Reese Hatch back into the Cougars lineup. Inbound on the way for the Wildcats in the paint. DeJohn White. She picked it up. Little jumper is up and no good, and then a whistle and a foul. And committing the foul is DeJohn White. And now she's got 3 fouls in the game. Wow. So DeJohn has to leave the game. She does. First game of the year, and you know the Wildcats do have some jitters. They've got a lot of talent, but they've got a lot of experience as well out there on the floor. But you know, it's obviously every year is a new look for each team. As you watch Raquel Wilson scoop up a loose ball, and she's going to challenge those defenders. Spins to the basket, missed it, but it's tipped to Hatch, and Show Low had it for a moment. Reese lost the handles on that one, and the Wildcats come out of there with the basketball. 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report at the break. Koa drives. Koa is fouled. And the Wildcats are going to get to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. It is Tatum Moore. Tatum Moore and her first foul of the game. That is the third team foul for Show Low in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter. And so Koa makes her first shot from the field. Missed the foul shot, and then there's a push looking for position underneath. Show Low is going to call Tatum Moore. Tatum Moore is the guilty lady. She's picked up a couple of fouls quickly in the last moment or two. So she'll leave the game, and Kinsey Frost will replace her in the middle of the Show Low defense, playing a 2-3 zone. In it goes. Koa in the paint, couldn't make it, but Wildcats got the rebound inside to Jade Key, and Jade turned around and she got fouled for 2 shots. Kinsey Frost called for the foul. The Show Low fans kind of feel like Kinsey was walled up there and had not committed the foul, but the official was demonstrative in explaining that, yes, indeed, she did foul and she did not wall up like she felt like she did. So that first foul shot is a little off the mark. And this one also no good there. Rebound Boyce. Boyce is fouled. We are seeing all kinds of whistles and contact anymore at this point. I guess that was a turnover. Maybe not a foul. See it here again. Watch the turnover. There is a timeout, and we'll have to take this one, so we'll take it right now. Stand by, everybody. About 5 minutes remaining in the first half of this one. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Hey, we're back in, everybody. We're back to our live coverage of Northland Basketball. Hey, a big thank you to our technical director, Joe Mama. Big Joe Matthews, who answered the late bell to make it to the game because our scheduled technical director, Colby Maxwell, I guess Colby felt a little gassy, so he went to the hospital or something like that. Went to the emergency room, and we hope Colby's okay. And hope to get him back on the, as we would say, back on the switcher here real soon. Hope you're hanging in there, Colby. Meanwhile, we continue on in the second quarter, and a little trap in front of the Wildcats bench. That's going to force Kinsey Frost to turn it over. Good defense. Cole was on one side, Jade Key on the other side, and after Show Low lost the ball, and they tried to battle to get something back, that's going to be a personal foul on Jaylee Boyce. Show Low still with a huge lead, but kind of playing frustrated for the past few minutes. So we're at the halfway mark, about 4:34 on the clock right now here in the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report at the break as this shot goes up. And Elea Pete misses the free throw. The Wildcats are one. Oh my goodness, the Wildcats are just struggling in every aspect. They are 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 at the foul line is what the Wildcats are. And besides that, they've made 2 field goals. That's it. They are going to get some good defense, though, right there. Noelle Walker comes up with a takeaway. She got the steal, and inside it goes to Jade Key, and she is fouled by Tatum Moore, and that's Tatum's 3rd foul of the game. Boy, foul trouble aplenty for these two teams. We haven't seen DeJoan White in a while because she's got 3 personal fouls for the Wildcats. Her teammate Jaden Lynch also has 3 personal fouls. Jaden's on the bench. Koa's got 2 fouls. She remains on the floor. You got to keep somebody out there to keep some veteran leadership out there on the floor for the Wildcats. As you see another miss from the foul line. Wow. 2 out of 11, the Wildcats from the free throw line. Out goes Tatum Moore, and in comes Priestley Binney for the Cougars. Another opportunity right here for Jade Key, and that one is going to miss, but there's Koa battling and coming down with an offensive rebound. She's going to get this loose ball, feeds Key in the paint. Key is going to got to get out of there, got to get out of the Key. Jump shot, no good, Wildcats. Rebound, Binney looks for help. Lacey Peter has it now. And they finally get it into Raquel Wilson's hands. Raquel picks up her dribble, guarded by Elea Peets. And good job by Elea, trailing Raquel, who was trying to get to the baseline. That was going to be a dangerous pass anyway. There was some help defense waiting there on the pass, but it was Pete who reached around without committing the contact or foul and was able to tip that pass away. Inbound for the Wildcats. Nope, that's the Cougars. Lacey Peter, left side. Raquel Wilson hasn't really shot a lot, has she, today? Raquel, just 2 points in the game. And yet her team, it just goes to show you, your superstar doesn't have to do it all for you to succeed. And here's a ball that's deflected. Hold on, they're going to say that's Cougars basketball, right? Cougars were heads up there and knocked it out of bounds. Well, I don't know. That might have actually hit the sideline before it hit the Wildcat player. And they're going to get it back anyway. So the universe corrected itself right there, because I think that should have been Wildcats basketball. Koa's pass is going to skip out of bounds. Went right past her teammate. Well, they're having those early season issues with trying to get some chemistry, work together, get used to each other, know where your teammates are on the floor. You got that problem going on. You got some ball handling issues with the Wildcats, and you've got inability to connect on the free throws. They've had many opportunities there. Drive, dish, shot is good. Raquel Wilson has another assist in this one. And Priestley Binney has her first points of the game. Been a little bit of a drought here in the second quarter for, both teams. Wildcats have only scored 3 points. Show Low now with 4 points. So they're both having trouble getting the ball in the basket in the quarter. I mentioned the woes at the free throw line for the Wildcats as they struggle inside to get a shot, and they'll lose it out of bounds. So back to Show Low. From the foul line in just the second quarter alone, the Wildcats are 1 for 9. 1 for 9. And for the game, they are 2 for 12. (25-6). That's the score. That's the lead right now for the Cougars. Here's a tipped pass. That ends up in the hands of Desiree Yazzie, but eventually a steal. Raquel Wilson, a steal. Into Binney, blocked by DeJoan. In the paint, the shot is no good. Priestley Binney couldn't make that one, and it ends up a whistle, foul, Show Low. Raquel Wilson gets called for her first foul of the game. That is 8 fouls in the second quarter on Show Low. This has been a weird game, obviously strange things happen when it's early in the season and you haven't had a chance to work together a lot. And maybe not quite in game shape, trying to get your legs underneath you. And if your legs are tired, all kinds of other things. You don't shoot well if your legs are tired. So both teams need to get in better shape. That's just how it is in November. It's only going to get worse next week. By the way, these ladies come back off of a weekend of Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes and cranberries and everything else. And that's J.C. Wagner at the line. And J.C. is able to get those 2 foul shots for the Wildcats. And we got less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. From the right baseline, Show Low jump shot that wouldn't go for Victoria Snow in the game. There's the spin. And I think they're going to call. Hold on now. The official's going to talk it over because I thought that was going to be a foul on the defense, and then it looked like an indicator of an offensive foul, like an elbow and a clear out, but no. The foul is on the Wildcats. So a hand check on J.C. Wagner. And I didn't look at that replay right there, so maybe you folks watching saw that. Could figure it out. Here is the inbound. Finds its way into Reese Perkins' hands. And a nice pass under, but Lacey Peter couldn't connect. The outlet to Koa, and Koa's she's going to pace herself up the floor and not challenge those 3 defenders dropping back, and then eventually she is going to earn a trip to the foul line. Hand check. Look at this. 4 fouls in the game on Reese Perkins. 4 fouls on Perkins. 90 seconds till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report coming up. And Perkins, guilty of her first foul of the game. That'll put Koa at the line. Here's Koa. And she connects on a free throw. Personally, she is 2 out of 4 at the line. I know that's below where she wants to be. But the entire team has struggled. 2 in a row, that is something we hadn't been able to say except one other time. The last time the Wildcats got to the line, J.C. Wagner went 2 for 2 and a steal. Wilson has her pocket picked by Koa, and Koa gets a huge bucket right there with 1:15 on the clock. And the ball out of bounds. Show Low wants a timeout. We'll grab a timeout as well. 25-12. The Cougars in front, but the Wildcats coming back. This is Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by, everybody.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Thank you to Perkins Cinders, one of our great sponsoring partners at the Sports Zone. The ball goes inside, and a shot missed. DeJoan White rebound. This broadcast of Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball from Show Low High School tonight. Look at the persistence, and the comeback is on right now for the Wildcats. DeJoan White in the game, getting that one done. Second and third chance right there for the Wildcats, and they were able to make good on it, and more defense here. And whistle and a foul. Victoria Snow trying to work against 2 defenders. The Wildcats have ratcheted up their own intensity on defense, and the lady that gets whistled is Alyssa Williams. Her first foul of the game for the Wildcats. There third team foul here in the quarter. Lacey Peter inbound to Raquel Wilson. Guarded very closely, J.C. Wagner, and there's a hand check. And it was coming. You knew it was going to come. Coaches talking to her ladies and trying to get them to back the contact off. She wants that intensity, and I can hear what she's yelling at her ladies. She wants the intensity, but she wants them to back the contact off. So you got to figure out how to kind of get them both going. And here is a takeaway from behind. Desiree Yazzie able to steal it on the inbound to Raquel Wilson. Wildcats with 15 seconds on the clock. Second quarter coming to an end. Wagner has it, right side, dump it inside. DeJong backs down, spin, shot good for the Wildcats. Working on a comeback. And no shot at the buzzer. 25-16 the score. But in the second quarter, the Wildcats, they got it done, and they outscored Show Low 13-4 in that second quarter to start to make this a respectable score. And if they keep, of course, that kind of pace up, we're going to have a much different fourth quarter than what we saw at the beginning of this game. Show Low outscored the Wildcats 21-3 in the second quarter. But the Wildcats are making their way back into this one. Halftime is on the way. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report in a bit. Our score here, Show Low 25, Chinle 16 in the girls varsity game. We'll grab a timeout, and then we'll break it down for you in just a moment. Stand by for more Northland Basketball. It's brought to you right here by the Sports Zone.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Hey, Lifeline phone users, important news flash. If you don't use your phone regularly, it could get deactivated. Remember, use it, don't lose it. Call, text, or go online weekly to keep your free benefit active. Cellular One is here to keep you connected with our free Lifeline phone program, offering unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. Stay connected with the largest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Visit your nearest Cellular One store or mycellularone.com for details.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get rolling here on our halftime breakdown. The Sports Zone Game of the Week is presented by Choice Broadband and some wonderful partners of ours like Hatch Concrete. Thank you to Hatch Concrete. Thank you to the Furniture Gallery in Snowflake as well, and to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will present the Sports Zone's Player of the Game at the end of this one. Right now, I would say the leading contenders, should the game continue to go the way it is right now with Show Low in front. If Show Low holds on to this one without any major changes, I would say by the end of the game, you would probably be looking at one or both of the Boyce sisters for the start that they've had in this game, especially if they come out and continue to play strong in the second half for Show Low. Let's check some numbers, the scoring column. Jordan Boyce, one of those twin sisters for Show Low, is the leading scorer for the Cougars. She has 8 points in the game. And her sister, Jaylee Boyce, has the team's only 3-point basket, and she's second in points for the team with 5 points at halftime. Lacey Peter came in off the bench and hit 4 free throws in the first quarter. That accounts for all of her points. She's got 4 in the game. And then a quartet of Lady Cougars with 2 points apiece. Reese Perkins has 2 points. Raquel Wilson with 2. Tatum Moore has 2. And Priestley Benny has 2 points for the Lady Cougars. They lead 25-16. Check now for you the Chinle Lady Wildcats, and they have had their struggles. They have had their struggles, that's for sure. At the foul line, early on defensively, they really picked it up in that second quarter where they outscored Show Low 13-4, but because they were outscored themselves by the Cougars 21-3 in the first quarter, it's been a kind of a mountain that they've had to climb ever since then. But played some better second quarter basketball for sure. Limited Show Low in that second quarter to just 4 points. And if it hadn't been for some less than stellar free throw shooting by the Lady Wildcats, this game would be a lot closer than the 9-point lead right now that Show Low enjoys. And I say enjoys, I'm not sure they're enjoying it right now. After leading by 18 and having that cut in half, I'm not sure they're enjoying the 9-point lead in the locker room right now. They're back out. They're shooting around for the second half here. So Coach Francis didn't spend a lot of time reviewing that first half. We'll see what the ladies can do for Show Low in the second half. Let's check Chinle's numbers. They are led in scoring by Koa Yazi. Koa's got 7 points in the game. DeJohn has 5 points, scored all of that in the second quarter. J.C. Wagner has 2 points, and Jade Key has 2 points to account for all 16 for the Wildcats. And our halftime score, Show Low 25, Chinle 16. This is Show Low's second game of the year. They lost their opener to the Page Lady Sand Devils last Thursday. Played them tough, played a good game, and really played a great first half. Kind of like, they came out today and they've played this great first half. Page took over in the second half. Can the Wildcats have that kind of success against Show Low Can Coach Francis and her Lady Cougars play a stronger, a better, a more stable second half and protect that lead? All of those things are going to be answered on the other side of the break, aren't they? There's not a lot to report, really, because there hadn't been a lot of action early in November here yet. We'll say Monument Valley has already played 2 games this season. The Lady Mustangs with a 1-1 record. Nobody else coming into tonight from either the East or the North had played 2 games. Sand Devils have not played since they beat Show Low last Thursday. They are 1-0. Ganado is 0-1. Tuba City and Winter Rock both 0-1 as well. Mentioned that this is the first game of the year for the Lady Wildcats. In the 3A East, a couple of teams have played a couple of games. The Holbrook Lady Roadrunners have played twice, and Winslow has played twice. Both of those teams are unbeaten. Holbrook is 2-0. Oh, I'm looking at the boys. Sorry, I'm going to have to apologize. I'm looking at the boys there. I intended to look at the girls' breakdown for you, and some of you may, in fact, be... Some of you may be looking at it going, hey, what's he talking about? Hey, it's not matching up. We'll see if it matched up. Let's have a look at the girls here. The Holbrook Lady Roadrunners are 1-1. The Winslow Lady Bulldogs are 1-1. There you go. Algisay is 1-0. Blue Ridge, Show Low, each 0-1. Snowflake has not played their first game yet, not completed their first game yet. The Monument Valley Lady Mustangs are 2-0. Page is 1-0. Tuba City is 1-0. Ganado 1-0. Winter Rock is 0-1, and the Lady Wildcats are trying to win their first game of the year right now. That's how it all looks, everybody. And we're going to grab a timeout because the second half is going to begin earlier than thought. So we'll grab this timeout and begin the second half. In a moment, it's Northland Basketball. The Sports Zone bringing it to you from Show Low. Stand by, everybody, the second half right after this.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Autoglass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Autoglass and Tint today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Autoglass. Cashback. Woohoo!
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Well, we have returned to the action, and the second half is underway. You can see 37 seconds have gone by, and we're back in. 25-16. While you were gone in that first half a minute, Show Low ended up at the foul line. And I'm a little confused here. I am a little confused. Trying to figure out who picked up the foul, and Show Low may have just committed a foul now, but somebody for the Wildcats committed a foul. I don't know who it was. Dijon White's number was on the scoreboard, but it showed 3. It showed 3 fouls on her, but she had 3 fouls in the first half, so I'm not sure exactly what, but I know this. There's a Jordan Boyce foul. Jordan came over, made contact. And that should be Jordan's 4th foul of the game. It is. 4 fouls in the game on Jordan. That's trouble. Show Low was not. What's that? I have 4 on Jordan. Although, did she commit that foul down here? If she committed that foul down here, that's her 5th. I mean, according to mine. I think they're going to have to call timeout and discuss it with the officials, I think. But so, meanwhile, the Wildcats are at the line. There's some confusion at the scores table right now. And let's see, that is going to be Jaden Lynch. Jaden Lynch is at the line for the Wildcats. Jaden has made one. Tatum Moore is the lady that has just committed a foul to put Jaden at the line. And so Lynch makes both of those shots. Tatum has 4, and coaches brought her out of the game. And there's more contact. And Benny is going to commit a foul trying to intercept trying to catch a pass. No, it's Reese Hatch. Reese Hatch came over, and Reese commits a foul, and the Show Low fans don't like that one little bit. So Jaden Lynch was 2 for 2 at the line a moment ago. And I got to be honest with you, there is some confusion, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure that Jordan Boyce is supposed to be on the floor right now, but she is. Here's a pass up the floor. Jordan's got it, and she is going to try to feed it to the corner. So all of a sudden now, Show Low's playing. I mean, Show Low were playing with so much confidence in the first quarter and taking care of the ball well, and their intensity was not being handled by the Wildcats very well at all. Now the tables have turned, and the Wildcats are playing better. They're handling the ball better. Look at the ball movement there. Look at Dijon go inside. I mean, the Wildcats have really turned things around. It happened a few minutes into the second quarter, and now they are building on that here in the second half, and they have trimmed the lead all the way down to 25-20. Show Low's still in front, but that lead is anything but secure now. And a shot from the corner is no good and tipped out of bounds. The Cougars got a hand on that one last. Lacey Peter going to check in. Jordan Boyce goes out. And there is confusion about the number of fouls on Jordan Boyce. We'll say there's 4 because she just played through a whole stretch of time there for the Cougars. We assume there are 4 fouls on Jordan. Here is a pass inside, and there's going to be contact by Show Low. Got to be careful now. Reese Perkins she just fouled out of the game. Reese just fouled out. That's her 5th foul. She's done already. Played 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, and one of the starters for Show Low's fouled out. Tatum Moore is a starter. She got 4 fouls. The complexion of this game has completely changed from the first quarter. Both of Dijon's foul shots are good. She leads the scoring now for the Wildcats with 9 points. And intense full-court pressure by the Wildcats, but Raquel Wilson is able to dribble across and break that press. And right now we've got 5 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. it's all of a sudden just a three-point game with a chance to slice that down even more because Jaden Lynch has intercepted a pass, and the Wildcats go to work. Underneath, DeJean off the glass. That shot's good. Show Low is not spending a timeout. They're not taking a timeout. They got 3 left. And there is... this game has turned completely around. That ball is turned over. It's going to go back to the Wildcats. Finally, Show Low says, we better take a timeout. They do that. And we'll grab one as well here. 4:41 on the clock in the third quarter. What a game. And the Wildcats trail by 1. Show Low's got to figure it out. Let's get this break. The Sports Zone Game of the Week. Northland Basketball right back after this.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Cellular One, keeping you connected for over 30 years, and we're here to stay.
We are back into the action. What a game, huh? What a comeback by the Chinle Wildcats. Show Low is now down to just 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Francis has tried to figure out how to stop the landslide that began in the second quarter. Nice wraparound pass by DeJean. Finds Koa underneath. And a whistle and a travel is what the official comes up with. That might have been a little bit of mercy right there. Is the travel call by the official. That's, by the way, the official there, that's Leroy Thomas, who blew his whistle back there. Leroy, who sat out, I don't know how many, 70? I think he took 7 years off calling basketball. Now Leroy is back out there. And Leroy is also affectionately known here by us at the Sports Zone as the Professor. He is like a math teacher, I think. Science teacher. Math or science, either one. Something that most of us hated to take in school. Yeah, but there he is. There's the Professor. He just needs, I told him what he's got to do is he needs to show up to one of these games with some really, really thick Coke bottle glasses. And see how people react if he walks on the floor with some super thick glasses. I think it's going to be awesome if he dare do it. Here's a shot inside. J.C. Wagner is fouled, and guess what? She's got 2 shots. She could give the Wildcats their first lead of the game. Victoria Snow trying to defend underneath gets her first foul for Show Low. And with 3:58 on the clock in the third quarter, the Wildcats are completely in charge of this game right now. Somebody out there. I see the discussion. I'm looking at the live chat there. So you see the discussion about the signal, about the network, and that kind of stuff. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to ask a question. Hey, there's Mo. Mo Draper is in the house, everybody. Guess what? We have a tie basketball game. Can the Wildcats get their first lead of the game? The mystery is solved. J.C. Wagner hits 2 foul shots, and the Wildcats have the lead, and Koyazi's got a steal from the foul line. Her jump shot no good. Tatum Moore with her 4 fouls is back in the game for Show Low. Gets that rebound and then gets fouled, and the lady that got her was J.C. Wagner. And she's got 2 fouls. 2 fouls in the game on J.C. Let's see team fouls. The Cougars have 6 team fouls here in the quarter, and we've got half the quarter left to play. The Wildcats have 2 team fouls. So, I talked a lot in that first quarter about the Wildcats. Just, they were out of sorts. The chemistry, the rhythm wasn't there. And that's all now started to come into play. And now it's the Wildcats, the Cougars who are having their trouble. I'm getting these cats confused. I'm confusing the cats here. Cougars have it. On the angle left side, Jaylee Boyce now to the top of the key. Boyce has it there. So we haven't seen Jordan Boyce. And truthfully, that might be because she has 5 fouls. But she wasn't officially exited from the game at any point by the officials. As a pass goes inside, looking for Tatum Moore, and Moore is going to lose it out of bounds. Cougars have been stuck right here on 25. Have not been able to manage anything in the second half. The Wildcats have come out and scored 10 points in the third quarter, and they've taken the lead. Drive, and Wagner's shot high off the glass, no good. Boyce the rebound. Jaylee Boyce. And now Raquel Wilson races into front court. She is cut off. She has tried to penetrate, but Wildcats are playing. When she gets the ball, they're playing very tough. Now she'll get it underneath, try the reverse lay-in, and miss that shot. Nothing right now working for the Cougars. There's a no-look bounce pass to Tatum Moore, and she is fouled, and fouled before the shot, and that'll be the third team foul, so no 1-and-1. And the lady committed the foul is Koa Yazzie. And that's 3 individual fouls on Koa so far in the game. So I'm looking at our live chat there. I see there's some people commenting there, and we appreciate you. As you see, that 3-point try no good by Wilson. Cougars rebound, and Tatum Moore has fouled out of the game. She fouls Noelle Walker, and Noelle's going to get a 1-and-1. Tatum Moore is done. That's the second Show Low Cougar to foul out of the game. Reese Perkins fouled out a few minutes ago. Now Tatum Moore fouls out. There's the remaining of this quarter and the fourth quarter still left to play. And this lady that comes in. So hold on a minute now. Reese Hatch left the game, but Tatum Moore was the one called, and she got her 5th foul. Tatum has stayed on the floor. The official's going to have to go get her. Tatum's not going to leave unless they make her. Okay? I mean, and you wouldn't leave either, would you? The officials might be confused. So Coach Francis is upset because she feels like the official book told her that Tatum had 2 fouls, and that's never been the case. And the book, what they may have done is they may have actually just told her that a different player had 2 fouls, and that was they received the information incorrectly. But there has been certainly, early season jitters, early season communication issues, and so on and so forth. So they have but they have invited Tatum to watch the rest of the game from the bench. She fouled out. So that's the second Lady Cougar to foul out. Jordan Boyce has come back into the game, and there is, in my opinion, some question about how many fouls Jordan Boyce actually has. But she's in the game, and I'm going to say she must have 4 fouls. And after that free throw goes in, there's a timeout. So we'll take a timeout and try to get some things straightened out. Stand by, everybody. It's a 2-point Wildcats lead here in the third quarter. Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Man, I'm not going to kid you. It's getting heated up here in Show Low right now. And the coaching staff for Show Low is very upset. And you know, they've got reasonable cause to be upset. And yet at the same time, a little bit of a communication issue earlier, I think, has led to the fact that Tatum Moore was on the floor probably when Coach Francis didn't want her on the floor because they didn't realize that she was working with 4 fouls. She was, and then she fouled out of the game. So, you know, there's some things to work out. That's 100% for sure here. And nobody wants to go down 0-2 early in the season, especially when they've got a program like this one in Show Low, a very, very good girls basketball program. Remember last year, they didn't lose a game till almost Christmas time. They started the season, 13-0, something like that. It was a great start for Show Low, and they've still got a lot of talent on this team. Foul shot good for Koa Yazi. The third foul just a moment ago was whistled on Reese Hatch. So Reese has got her 3. She's going to have to do a lot of playing down the stretch here. Meanwhile, Koa's got the second of those foul shots. And Show Low, they got to figure out how to get their offense jump-started here in the second half. They have played 6 minutes of basketball without scoring in the third quarter. Third foul just now whistled on Wagner for the Wildcats. She stays on the floor. J.C. Wagner is out there. Also on the floor right now is Noelle Walker, Koa Yazi, Deshaun White is in the middle, and Jaden Lynch is on the floor as well. Jaden's got 3 fouls, and Deshaun's got 3 fouls, and now J.C. Wagner has 4 fouls. She just committed 2 fouls in the span of about 3 seconds running off the clock. And we've got 1:57 on the clock here in the third quarter. Everybody, this game is struggling to find its rhythm and its momentum. At the free throw line is Raquel Wilson. And that foul shot no good. Show Low has not scored in the third quarter. They have had 3 free throw tries and missed them all. See if they can finally get a point, break some ice here, and get something going. They do. The Cougars will not get shut out in the second quarter, but they trail by 3 now. After having a 9-point halftime lead, having an 18-point lead at the end of the first quarter, Raquel Wilson just committed a foul. She got her hand on the ball there, had it knocked loose for a second, but then her weight was moving forward into Jaden Lynch, and she just couldn't hold back, and she commits now her second foul of the game. Northland Basketball, Show Low Cougars basketball right here, and the Cougars hosting the Chinle Wildcats. And that basket free throw will go. All 3 of Jaden Lynch's free throws in the game are at the foul line. And she just came across. She knew that she was going to miss the foul shot. And you know, those shooters struggle with it. They take off running across. And the professor, the official on this sideline right here, he saw that one immediately. Inbound for the Cougars. 1:47 here on the clock in the second quarter. You are listening on local radio in the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. And there's another whistle. These whistles have been, our whole game has been one whistle after the other. 5 team fouls on the Wildcats. And for this final 99 seconds of the third period, Show Low will have a 1-and-1. So do the Wildcats, by the way. Lacey Peter is 5 out of 5 from the foul line for the Cougars. Yeah, she's got a great stroke at the line there. 6 out of 6 for Show Low. They trail by 2 right now. Ball across into front court. Show Low had a chance to trap, did not. Pass inside is tipped by Boyce. Koa's got it, gets another rebound, stays with it. Wow, look at that battle by Koa. She gets it away, and the jump shot for Dijon is going to rim out. No good there. Jaylee Boyce has the rebound for the Cougars. I don't want to take away from the excitement out there, but I'm looking at your live chat, and I'm wondering if you get a chance to comment there as you watch Raquel Wilson go inside but travel. I didn't see the feet, so I couldn't tell you if I agreed or not. But the official does whistle her for taking the steps right there. You'll see again. Let's see it here. Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, the feet were active, but I'm not sure I saw. You can take a look back if you want on that, everybody. I'm not sure that I saw a travel right there. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Up the floor it goes. Show Low's got the steal. Jordan Boyce on the baseline, and she'll get fouled as she tried to throw the ball inside. That's a 1-and-1. It's two shots, and I guess we don't do 1-and-1, do we? We only do 2 shots. No such thing as a 1-and-1. I got to remember, they changed the rule last year. Now I'm going to get back to it. Alyssa Williams has 3 personal fouls now for the Wildcats. And all these foul shots are just precious commodities, and Show Low misses on that one. The Cougars have missed 4 of the 7 they've tried in the corner, and they finally get that one to go there. It's a 1-point game with 40 seconds on the clock, third quarter. So on the live chat, I'd just like to know what your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal is. Show Low can go back in front right here. There will be no shot clock for the final 32.5 seconds of the third quarter. We'll see what the Show Low Cougars are going to do with the ball. They are going to have to break the full court press, and Raquel Wilson can do it. She's going to get the give and go and bring it across. She's got defenders bracketing her. Spins in, throws it up, and it's partially blocked by Jade Key. But she got it back, trapped in the corner. Gets it away. That's Hatch with it. Swing it around. Peter wide open for 3. Shot is good! And the Show Low crowd roars for that big 3 and a steal by Jordan Boyce. Here she goes. She shoots at the buzzer. Offensive foul. And I believe that is going to put, and by the way, Jordan just fouled out of the game. If she didn't foul out before, she just now fouled out of the game, at least according to my count. You look at that 3 again right there on the replay. Great shot by our production team. The crowd absolutely went ballistic right here, and I think we're going to shoot a foul shot right here. Maybe not. Let's grab a timeout, everybody. We'll be back in a moment with the fourth quarter. Stand by. Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Big thanks to Holbrook Family Dentistry for their sponsoring partnership of Northland Basketball. Thanks as well to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will bring you the Sports Zone's player of the game at the conclusion of this one. Well, Show Low came back to life there in the final seconds of that third quarter, didn't they? That huge Lacey Peter three-point basket. That was big. Meanwhile, we're going to get a tie game on a Jaden Lynch pass, or rather a Jaden Lynch shot. She opens up the fourth quarter scoring for the Wildcats. DeJohn White with the nice feed to her and a steal for the Wildcats. We're tied 32-32 as the fourth quarter gets going. Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. A shot from the right side. Lynch misses that shot. Rebound, Jaylee Boyce. Outlet to Reese Hatch up the floor, and Reese will collect the basketball back outside, and Lacey Peter will try a three. That shot is no good for Show Low, and we remain tied at 32-32. These teams playing with a lot of energy and a lot of just great early season intensity. It almost feels like a late season game right here as you watch Koayazi bury a three for the Wildcats. And the Cats are back in front of the Cats, right? It's the Wildcats in front of the Cougars, 35-32 after Koa hits her first three-pointer of the game. Koa now leads her team with 12 points in the game. DeJohn has 11 for the Wildcats. So I'm just wondering what your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal is. What do you like best? Show Low working with a basketball and a steal. Jaden Lynch steals it. Koa's got it up the left wing, guarded by Jordan Boyce. And that's a blocking foul. I don't know how many fouls Jordan has. I must have lost track of her count a long time ago. So let's see. Let's see what the official tally is on Jordan's personal fouls. I really don't know. She stays out there. Okay, no, now they're going to stop. But the scorekeeper is showing 5 fouls. 5 fouls. And now DeJohn has picked up a foul. Okay, so they need to stop. I think Jordan is going to foul out, and that is not going to make Coach Francis happy when she finds out that news. Hold on. Hold on. Stop the play. Stop play. They're gonna let Jordan leave, and this place is not going to be happy when that happens. 4 personal fouls on DeJohn White, by the way. Somebody said, AZ Seller says, Floyd going to try the turducken. Hope it lives up to the hype. Okay, Jordan Boyce is out of the game. She is fouled out. So three Show Low starters are now fouled out, and we got a lot of game left to be played. Reese Perkins, 5 fouls. Jordan Boyce, 5 fouls. Tatum Moore, 5 fouls. Jordan is she's trying to stay hiding in the huddle there. You know, maybe if she hides well enough, they won't see her, but no. There she goes. Coach Francis is going to give her a high five, but Coach Francis was also not happy about losing one of her stars out there. So they're going to put the pressure on Priestley Binney to replace her and get out there on the floor. Show Low's got Binney on the floor right now. Jaylee Boyce is out there. Raquel Wilson on the floor. Reese Hatch playing down the stretch here, and Lacey Peter. Those are your 5 Show Low Lady Cougars. 6:34 remaining in regulation. Chinle 35, Show Low 32. We got a dead ball here that we're working through. Is mentioning that for our radio audience. And after the girls' game, we will speak to our Sports Zone player of the game and the victorious head coach, whichever team that might be. And then we are going to end the broadcast, start a whole brand new broadcast for the boys' game. Okay, you can look for that on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Up the floor it goes. Nice job breaking the press. There's Reese Hatch with it. Drops it back. Jaylee Boyce to Peter. She dribbles and picks up the dribble. And a bounce pass from the top of the key, and that was well done by Show Low. Jaylee Boyce taking it up with the left hand. And the Cougars get it to within one. Koa from the elbow left side, just a little short. And Peters got the Show Low rebound. Up the floor, and that is Raquel Wilson's favorite move, but it was read perfectly by DeJean from behind. She picked her pocket, initiated the steal for the Wildcats, but they'll lose it out of bounds up the floor, trying to get to the basket. And a turnover, and the Wildcats want a timeout. Hey, what a game here, 35-34. Chinle in front, stand by. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
The Wildcats are down to 2 timeouts. Show Low is down to their final 2 timeouts as well. And we've got 5:46 on the clock, everybody, here in the 4th quarter of this early season girls showdown. 2 teams that have played each other. Didn't they play last year in the postseason, Derek? Yes, no. Didn't they play in the state tournament? They did not. I know they did 2 years ago. Wildcats actually beat Show Low to advance to the state championship game 2 years ago. Inside, Jaden Lynch couldn't make the shot go. Lacey Peterson the rebound, and Jaden has. She fell out of the game. Let's find out here. No, that's, I think, 4 fouls on Jaden. So she gets whistled right there, trying to get in there and get a piece of the basketball. As happens so often, you know, when somebody misses their shot, then they just kind of feel like, I got to go get the basketball. The officials are working it out, trying to figure out it out here. Coach Francis has some words. So there's discussions, arguments about you know, who's doing the official book, and it's testy to say the least, everybody. 35-34, the Wildcats lead Show Low, and that's a travel. Yeah. I thought, for a second there, Raquel was going to get away with it, but no. The whistle was slightly delayed, but I think he made the right call right there, and a turnover. The Cougars give it up. And we got 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in regulation. In the corner, Koa for 3, and the shot is going to be no good off the front iron, but DeJean has the rebound, and she is fouled. And I think that's Reese Hatch came in there. It isn't. It's actually Jaylee Boyce. Boyce picks up her 3rd foul in the game. Nope, take it back. That's 5 fouls. There's all kinds of confusion. Let me look at my book here. Yeah, 5. 5th personal foul. I mean, it is amazing here. It's amazing how many how many Show Low Cougars have fouled out today. 4 of the 5 starters have fouled out. The only one who hasn't is Raquel Wilson. She's got 2 fouls. So I don't think she is going to foul out, but you know what? If she does, maybe I shouldn't be all that shocked and surprised. It's been that kind of day. 4 Cougars have fouled out. We've got 5 minutes of basketball left to be played. Inbound, right side, wide open, Alyssa Williams. Maybe too open. The shot is over everything, and that is going to be a rebound. Raquel Wilson trapped in backcourt, gets rid of it. Lacey Pete is, now we're going to call timeout. Timeout with 4:55. Well, so Coach Francis is going to coach, right? She's going to coach. She's going to try to protect that possession. Problem is now she's left with 1 timeout remaining. 1 timeout left for the final 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Wow. Wow. We're going to stay right here. I want to see on the live chat there, somebody asking for the ladies to use the backboard. I get you. Lee Begay is saying his favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal is the turkey, of course. Deep fried turkey. Also, Mikel Jean. Am I saying it right, or is it Michael? Michael Jean says cranberry sauce. Watching this game, and then it's going to be the Heat versus the Bucks. And then it's the boys with the Suns game. A lot of basketball for Michael Jean. Inbound for the Cougars. 35-34. Raquel's taking her time. There's Lacey Pete. Got to get it across, and they barely beat the 10 second. Doesn't matter, because Koa breaks up the pass, and the Wildcats are going to try to convert in transition. Can't do it. How about the other direction? Raquel. And she is fouled for 2 shots. A little body there on her. Noelle Walker gets her 2nd foul of the game for the Wildcats. So Walker commits the foul, and it's 2 shots for Wilson. Surprisingly, Raquel Wilson has 1 field goal in this game. It came in the first quarter. Grand total of 3 points today for Raquel Wilson. I would never, if you would have told me we'd be this far into the game and Raquel had 3 points, no way I'd believe you on that one. But her free throw right there ties the game at 35, and she steals it. She's going to have to do that and more in these final 4 minutes for Show Low to hang in there. She steals it, and she gets the bucket. And Show Low's back in front here, 37-35, and steals another one. Left hand, it's good. And Raquel Wilson, bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there right now for Show Low, and she puts them in front by 2 possessions. A lot of basketball left. Take a timeout. This is Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Autoglass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash, and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Autoglass and Tint today.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Autoglass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
You know, I don't think a basketball game in November is supposed to be this awesome. But what a game we've had today, and a lot of different reasons for it. Slow start by the Wildcats. very slow mid-portion of the game by the Cougars. You know, the Wildcats couldn't hit a free throw early. Now Show Low battling to stay in this one, and look at this, a third steal in the last minute by Raquel Wilson, and she is going to power her way in, make that shot, and get to the foul line. Raquel Wilson taking over this game right now for Show Low. Well, listen, I was going to say during the timeout, I was looking for something to say about Wilson. And what I was going to say is this. If Raquel's team can play well this year, get to the playoffs, go a couple of rounds in at least, Raquel is going to be one of those ladies who is at the top of the list of players of the year in the 3A conference. She is as talented as anybody is out there. And the last minute or so of this game shows exactly what she's capable of. 3 steals, 3 baskets, and she is the only remaining starter for Show Low in the game right now. Everybody else fouled out. DeJean goes baseline, and she is fouled. And DeJean White to the foul line for 2 shots. The lady that got it was Kinsey Frost, second foul in the game on Kinsey. I'm going to be interested in seeing how that contact played out here when we look at the replay here. We'll watch DeJean get to the line and see if with a free throw she can match Koa with 12 points in the game for the Wildcats. And the first one is good. Take a look at it right here. Boy, DeJean, she really powered her way in there, didn't she? I mean, she cleared a path and made both those foul shots and takes over her team's lead in scoring with 13 points in the game. But look at this, it's 42-37 still. Inside, Show Low worked the ball nicely, and a beautiful pass from Reese Hatch to Priestley Binney. And the Cougars get a couple of those ladies off the bench in the game that have to hold this game down in the final moments and get a great transition bucket. Well done by Binney and Hatch. Meanwhile, take a look right there at more good defense by Raquel Wilson to force a double dribble. Raquel's mere presence out there is enough to create some hesitation by the ball handler, and her defense has been the key right now. As you watch defense on the other side, and a good job by Alyssa Williams to tie up Reese Hatch and get a jump ball out of it, and the Cougars will give it up. Chinle's going to have the basketball, but Raquel Wilson, don't forget her. She is one of the best in the state. Let's see what she can do to lead her team in the final 2 minutes and 35 seconds now. That's remaining in regulation. Show Low's in front by 7. And to the high post, Koa, right side, open for 3. The shot is good. What a shot out here on the right side. Noelle Walker. Noelle hadn't hit a shot from the field yet. And what a timely 3. And we got a 4-point game. Show Low ball in the corner. Lacey Peter looking for help. She gets it to Wilson on the right angle. She's going to back out here. Take some of that clock down. Yeah, it's a smart play right now. Now the 5-second. And Wilson will drive, and she took one too many steps, but the official deems that there was contact before that 3rd, 4th, and 5th step were taken, and it's Koa Yazi with her 4th foul of the game. So now she's teetering on an early exit from this one, but with 1:57 and with plenty of help from her team, I don't think she has to be too aggressive defensively here in these final moments. For the Cougars, they have got to capitalize on every possession and cannot, and I repeat, cannot miss foul shots. They're going to get some free throw opportunities. And that one right there, that's a big and a costly miss right now for Raquel. Can she make this one? No, can't do it. That's big, and a rebound by Koa. Up the floor, Jaden Lynch. Back to Koa, left side. Baseline. She's going to go in, and she dribbled off her own foot. She lost it out of bounds. Koa's asking for help. She's saying, nope, But that one, it did look from my angle like it was right off her foot. She did not win the argument with the official. Raquel bringing it up. She needs help. Oh, dangerous pass, yeah. That was going to be dangerous no matter what. And Lacey couldn't handle it. Show Low turns it over. Inside it goes. Big basket right there. Shot is good for Noelle Walker, who is stepping up in the fourth quarter. 5 points in the quarter and a 2-point game. 44-42. Show Low in front. Hatch back to Wilson. And Show Low's going to take their final timeout right here. That's it. Coach Francis is going to burn it right here. Her team in front 44-42, feeling like this possession and points on this possession are so important, and so she is going to take that timeout right now. When do you take it, right? When do you take it? And I am the last person that's going to question the usage of the timeout in that situation right there by Coach Francis. She knows a lot better about managing the game than I do. And to her, in her mind, you get a 2-possession lead right now. And boy, I tell you, and if you could, get a stop on the other end, that would be huge. And so when are you going to spend it? You bring it up the floor. If you aren't organized, you don't run a play, you don't get the basket, and then the Wildcats come down and they score, and then you spend your timeout. Now you're playing from maybe even negative territory. So this is when she elects to spend her final timeout. The Wildcats have one timeout left here, and we've got 1:14 remaining, everybody, in regulation. After the game, we'll talk to our Sports Zone player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Well, I think if Show Low holds on and wins this game, this showdown with the Chinle Wildcats, I think we know who is going to pick up the player of the game for the Cougars. But if it's the Wildcats, the waters there are a little murkier as to an obvious choice. I think Koa, she has definitely stepped up, played big. DeJean has had a big game. In the last few minutes, how about Noelle Walker, right? She deserves some talk about that as well, some consideration. So we're going to find out who gets this player of the game coming up soon. Way outside, Show Low trying to run that weave on the outside, and look at this, 3 on the way, and that's off the back iron, no good. Battled for it, Reese Hatch. She fought for it, but she is unable to save it into her team after the 3-point shot for Victoria Snow was no good. Now 51 seconds. The Wildcats need points on this possession just as much as the Cougars need a stop. To the high post, now the corner. Jaden Lynch is open, the 3 is up, it's no good, and Benny has the rebound. Broken up, the pass broken up. Show Low had it the Wildcats had it for a moment. Koa saved it in, and it right into the hands of Raquel, and she'll throw it away. She couldn't control when she picked up her dribble, and she tried to push a left-handed pass to the baseline, and it's out of bounds with 26 seconds and no shot clock for the Wildcats. They're going to spend their final timeout in regulation. Tremendous game. They're not supposed to be this good in November, are they? Are we going to have games like this every single week? And I tell you, the effort by Raquel Wilson here in the final few minutes of the fourth quarter, it has been extraordinary. And we'll see how quickly the Wildcats attack the basket. Will they try to hit a 3 and win it? I think if the 3 is there, right, you're going to take that shot if they can get it. Will Show Low give it? Will Show Low allow the 3 in order to clamp down in the paint? And I don't know. We're going to find out here in short order what Coach Francis has to say to her ladies and what she expects them to do. Big game, big start to the season. It's 44-42. Show Low in front of the Chinle Lady Wildcats. And we've got 26.4 seconds remaining in the game. Between the games, we'll end this broadcast and then start a whole new one for the boys' game. Coming up here from Hatch Toyota Arena. What's your favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal? Somebody said, Adam Murray said, stuffing and ham and turkey are good and gravy on top. Adam, I think you said everything You mentioned every part of the meal. Inbound for the Wildcats. 22 seconds on the clock, right side. Alyssa Williams returns to Jaden Lynch inside the paint. Missed the shot. Rebound Dijon. And what a block by Victoria Snow. Blocks it, and it goes out of bounds. And I'm going to say Wildcat basketball. Show Low thought maybe it was theirs. Take a look real quick. We're going to have to get out and go live, guys. We're just going to go live right here. And the Wildcats make the shot inside. We got contact. The steal. Nope. Reese Hatch. Show Low. Missed the shot. The follow is no good. We're going to overtime. 44-44 our score. I didn't see who made that shot to tie it for the Wildcats. I know Derek will help me right here. And I apologize, guys, that we were not live for it. You see the end of the game right there. Okay, we'll grab a timeout. Back in a moment, everybody. We'll get to overtime here in just a moment. Tied at 44. Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Cellular One, keeping you connected for over 30 years, and we're here to stay.
It was Dijon White that made that. Did we get that basket? No. Well, we could, if we knew how to dig in there, we could find that replay. Dijon White made the game-tying shot. Tied us at 44. Show Low had that opportunity down the floor, but could not get that shot to go. They had 2 chances at it right before the buzzer. And we'll go to overtime, everybody. 4 minutes put on the clock. Welcome back into Hatch Toyota Arena and Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. Welcome back. And here goes that overtime frame. Dijon outside. Swing it to the angle for the three-point try. It's no good, and that'll skip out of bounds. The Cougars are going to have the basketball. And a 35-second shot clock. The Wildcats, they are going to play tough in the backcourt. Right in the middle of that defensively is Koayazi. She's got 4 fouls, remember that. And she's got the tough assignment on Raquel Wilson. Man-to-man on her right now. Raquel's got the basketball. And boy, dangerous pass. Reese Hatch was able to pick it up. Raquel goes in the paint, struggling. Ball's in the baseline now, and Dijon White's going to get hands on it. Somehow Show Low keeps possession. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Somebody's got to let Raquel know. They're going to have to get a shot away. 3 seconds. Trouble. And ultimately a shot clock violation. I thought when Raquel had it with about 8 seconds out near the top that she needed to be the person to go to work with the basketball. When she gave it up, yeah, you kind of knew at that point Show Low was going to lose possession. 3 minutes now. 3 minutes remaining in the overtime period. On the angle right side, Alyssa Williams steps in and under, and the shot is no good. Koa's got the rebound inside, and she makes that one go. For the Wildcats, 14 points in the game for Koa. Her teammate Dijon White has 15. Wildcats in front, and Raquel Wilson misses underneath, and I just, it feels like Raquel's out of gas. That one right there, that's a classic, she got too far under, and I just don't think that happens on a fresh set of legs right there. They do get it back, and Show Low's got a new shot clock as well. Lacey Pete out on top. Lacey is going to drive and has it tipped from behind. Jaden Lynch got a hand to knock it loose. And then Alyssa Williams came up with it, and she was fouled by Pete. That is Lacey. That might be Lacey's very first. Or is it Lacey Peter? Lacey Peter, pardon me. Early season, I'm still getting used to some of these ladies out here. And that's the first foul of the game on Lacey Peter of Show Low. So inbound it goes. And the Wildcats have it up on the right angle. From the corner right side. That shot is no good. And Dijon White had it for a moment. It ends up in Show Low's hands. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Raquel Wilson. The Wildcats wanted a double dribble, but they got something even better. Alyssa Williams stole the dribble away from her. And up the floor it goes. And a foul. Reese Hatch came up and made very certain that shot wasn't going to go for Jaden Lynch. And Jaden will get 2 shots out of it. Reese has, now I believe that's her 4th foul of the game. It is. Confirmation on the foul. Let's see here. We got this score from a moment ago from, hey, look at this, Leonard Keone. One of our dudes here at the Sports Zone. As you watch J.C. Wagner make the free throw. And a 3-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. We get this score, Ganado 49, Holbrook 42 with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And that foul shot is good too. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to make a comment, you're going to use, whether it's an abbreviation for profanity or not, well, you're going to get blocked on our YouTube chat. Just warning you now. You might want to take that comment off. Person that put that comment on our live chat, you might want to go ahead and delete your comment. Family-friendly programming here at the Sports Zone. Hey, look at the pass inside Dijon White. Beautiful. And the backdoor cut and basket by Koa Yazi. And I believe the Show Low Cougars have run out of gas almost officially here now. They're going to get trapped at midcourt, and I think Koa just fouled out of the game, which will make a difference in the final 1 minute and 18 seconds. And there is Koa's 5th personal foul. So she'll leave the game, and that'll put Show Low at the line. Show Low's got it. Show Low has to make this foul shot. Well, they got to make both of them. These are critical. The lady at the line is 6 for 6 from the free throw line today. Sokoa leaves for the remainder, and Noelle Walker replaces her. Noelle's got 3 fouls. But it's the Wildcats who have came out in the overtime frame to so far outscore Show Low 6-0. Here comes the free throw. And Lacey is just money at the line. 7 out of 7 in the game. Cougars have got to have this one. You're not going to take that comment off the live chat, are you? I would do it. $50-45 is our score right now. Inbound and up the floor and off the hands. Pass is dropped. Show Low's got it. Kenzie Frost, and she gets it to her teammate. 3-on-2 numbers. Pull up 3 on the way, and that's going to be no good. With a minute remaining, Wilson couldn't make the shot. Rebound, Dijon White, and a foul on the Cougars. Dijon's got a little trip to the free throw line coming, and they're going to say that is an intentional foul on the Cougars. So 2 shots for Dijon and possession. Well, that is huge right there, and that's the backbreaker. That is, in all likelihood, that's the one that likely ends the game here. I mean, there's time to be played, but if Dijon makes the foul shots and then the Cougars score on the possession, that's a 4-point swing. Let me look one more time. Can I see that one more time? Let's watch it again. Oh, I see what he called right there on Reese Hatch, or is that Benny on Benny? We're saying it was Benny that did it. That might have been, that's borderline of the ticky-tack variety, but so maybe not backbreaking, because it does look like with the missed foul shots, Show Low still got some life here. You know what they might need? They might need some magic from that young lady in jersey number 5 from Raquel Wilson. Well, I appreciate some of the comments that some of you are making, and our team does a great job, and every once in a while we fumble the football. Every once in a while. 44 seconds remaining in this one, clock ticking down. The Wildcats going to try to burn clock down, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Show Low finally comes out. They don't call that foul on Raquel, and she's going to commit a foul around here somewhere. They're not calling anything, and now Wilson finally with a hand check. Wilson tried to foul 4 different times in the span of 10 seconds, and they finally did whistle at the end of all that for the Cougars. They lost a bunch of time right there, and it's a 1-1. Lady at the free throw line is Alyssa Williams. Hey, Alyssa. Need that shot right there. Make it a 3-possession game for the Wildcats. And, boy, I tell you, 2 trips to the line, 0 for 4 on those trips. Wildcats trying to keep Show Low in this game right here. Wilson going to work in the paint. She tried the Euro, and I guess there was contact by Dijon right there. Hey, that's the 5th foul of the game on Dijon White. 18.7 seconds. What's going to happen right here? Both teams have struggled at the line. I think that's evidence of just not quite being fully in game shape yet. The young lady going to the line, Raquel Wilson has missed her last 2 free throws. That was in the 4th quarter. She was 2 of 5 in the 4th quarter, 3 of 6 in the game right now up to this point. So Dijon is now out of the game. We have had a lot of people foul out of the game. 5 different people fouled out of the game. And Raquel Wilson makes that shot, and a timeout is taken. We'll grab a quick timeout, everybody. Stand by. More Northland Basketball right after this in overtime. Stand by.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Been some kind of game to start the season for the Chinle Wildcats. And it kind of feels like there's a rivalry developing between these two teams. It goes back to the playoffs a couple of years ago. Close game, tough game. Wildcat fans were a big factor in that playoff win at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in the semifinals. And there was a big make right there by Wilson. So it's a 3-point game, and Raquel's going to foul. And they had to. Fouls Jaden Lynch. And Jaden Lynch is going to the free throw line. Jaden, so I gave credit earlier, and I apologize. J.C. Wagner at some point earlier had gone to the free throw line. I mean, I said it was J.C. Wagner. It was actually Jaden Lynch. And now Jaden's back at the line to see if she can make it a two-possession game again. Show Low fans are going to make some noise. That was a huge shot by Jaden Lynch, one of the veterans on this team. Big make right there for Lynch. 12 seconds remain in the game. A 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Somebody's got to shoot. Somebody has got to shoot. Well, they throw it. One too many passes. Wildcats make them pay, and they're going to run the clock out. And Chinle has come to Show Low and gotten a hard-fought win in overtime over the Lady Cougars. We are going to have to figure out who the Sports Zone's player of the game is. We got some votes, guys? What do we got? I'm going to tell you, it's a tough one. Well, let's see. In the fourth quarter, Noelle Walker hit a big three, and that's going to help her. She got a total of 6 points in the game. So she's getting some consideration. Koayazi, strong consideration, led the team in scoring with 16 points. And DeJoan White with 15 points. She was big as well. Jaden Lynch. Free throws in overtime were huge. So the vote is tallied from the Sports Zone experts. And Koayazi has picked up the Sports Zone's player of the game. The coach's daughter. We're going to talk to her in just a moment. She led the team with 16 points in scoring. Also hit 2 big field goals in the overtime frame. Today, a big three-pointer in the fourth quarter as well. 3-point basket. And that has gotten her team off to their first win of the season, and they did it in hostile territory tonight here at Show Low High School. And we're going to get a chance to speak to the hero. Can you hear me okay, Cole?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we're going to go like this. Just make sure that's right there, okay?
Okay.
All right. What a game tonight at Show Low High School in the girls varsity showdown. First game of the season for the Chinle Lady Wildcats. And they have put together a 52-47 victory over the Show Low Cougars. Our game coverage presented by our outstanding partners like Choice Broadband. Our Sports Zone player of the game speaks to us now. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And after leading Chinle in scoring with 16 points, including 2 big overtime baskets, Koayazi picks up the player of the game. Koa, congratulations.
Thank you, Floyd.
Well, did you expect to have this kind of intensity in the first game of the season?
I expected it, yeah. Show Low made it back to the Final Four last year, and we did as well. And, you know, they're always going to bring it, and it's never a surprise, and we just came prepared. That first half, I felt like as a team that wasn't us. And I knew I had, as a captain and as a senior, and I had to lead my team. So defensive-wise, I was really focused on defensive and trying to keep the girls, you know, in their composure, keeping their head up. And I think that was like a big impact because instead of getting down on them, I really try to encourage them another way to look to score or help the team. And after halftime, Coach talked to us really well. And our other assistant, Jalen and Freeland, they also gave us some motivating words. And it just kept the girls up and high-spirited. And I knew we were much capable of doing more in the second half.
So after going down 21-3 at the end of the first quarter, you still had that belief then that you could come back and get this game.
I know what we're capable of. I know we have a target on our back, and I knew that wasn't us, like I said before. And I just really wanted to play, and I knew I could get the girls out of it if I just keep motivating them. And it looked like we kind of got stuck mental-wise, but I knew I had to come together and bring them and refresh their mind. The mistakes are okay. Everything's okay. It's all going to come to us, and it did. It showed on the court.
It took overtime to do it, but certainly you and the ladies got it done for Chinle. It seems to me you made a reference to the team last year. You know, the Show Low getting to the Final Four last year. You played them in the semis 2 years ago. What a game that was, right? That got you to the championship. It feels to me like there is a rivalry developing between Chinle and Show Low. Am I feeling that right? Is there kind of a little extra that's going on when these two teams play each other?
Every time we face them, they always bring it. We just got to bring it 10 times harder back to them.
Yeah. So you guys help each other, don't you? Yeah. I mean, they're making you a better team. You're making them a better team.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, you played great.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Fun time. You make the long trip, and you're rewarded with a win tonight. We want to congratulate you. Koa, you're the player of the game.
Thank you, Floyd.
Congratulations. Koa Yazzie, the Sports Zone Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. She'll get that great T-shirt that we always give. That'll be hers here in a little bit. And we'll handle that here in a little bit. Meanwhile, let's continue our post-game wrap-up. We are live from Show Low High School tonight, everyone. Well, if you're watching the video, it might not be live by the time you get to see it, the highlights package and everything, everybody. But trust me, it was live and it was good. In the first game of the year for the Lady Wildcats on the road at Show Low, the Show Low Cougars opening the season, their second game and a second time to play a 3A North region opponent, and a really good one. They played Page last week. That was a great game. Now, a great game tonight. It's the Wildcats that prevail in overtime. Final score 52-47. Chinle has defeated Show Low. The Sports Zone Game of the Week presented by our great sponsoring partners like Choice Broadband. Head coach Francine McCurtain joining us now. Coach, congratulations.
Hi, thank you.
Well, your ladies did it after falling behind big early.
Struggle much?
Yeah,
we struggle.
Yeah, you got it turned around in the second quarter,
right,
and then continued in the third quarter. Tell me what made the difference. How did you get this thing turned around?
Like I said, I talked about our scrimmage, and it wasn't great, so I was kind of nervous, and I think the girls came out that way too. And so it was all about going back to our composure. What have we been doing in practice? And letting go, because you could see we had I think 12 to 13 turnovers just in the first quarter. That is way too many. And so looking to our veterans to come up and make sure, or to step up for us tonight, not to be afraid. It seemed like we were complacent and we were afraid, and so that made it even harder. So I'm really proud of the girls that they know what they're capable of doing now if we just start from the first quarter next time.
So the turnovers obviously an issue. Free throws. You had to be concerned about the free throws as well.
I'm praying over there for free throws, and I'm crossing my fingers and my legs to make sure we see if we can make some free throws. So I said, it's our first game of the season, and we struggled in different areas a little too much. I'm not sure how we came out with that win, especially into the overtime. But they fought hard.
Let me help fill in a little bit on how you came up with that win. Noelle Walker hit a huge three in that fourth quarter and added another field goal as well for you, and that helped kind of turn things around. And this I think both of those came, if I'm not mistaken, after that point in which Raquel Wilson on the other side just took over the game for about 90 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was like four of my girls following her. She's a good, good player for Show Low.
You assigned everybody you could to the task, didn't you? But you had that. You had the big 4 free throws as well. How about those 4 free throws by Jaden Lynch?
She was struggling with her layups a little bit, but when she went to the line, she sunk those free throws, and that's what we needed. So the girls came together with the way they needed, and they stepped up. So hopefully we can snowball this into the season, Coach, from here.
This felt like a late season intense playoff kind of game. The atmosphere was crazy tonight.
It was awesome. I mean, that little roll off there in the fourth quarter, not knowing if it was going to go in or not. I just had everyone hold their breath for a minute.
Yeah. And I asked Koa, I asked your daughter a while ago. She was our player of the game. I asked her about this rivalry. It feels to me like there's something special about the matchup, the rivalry between Chinle and Show Low. It just feels like it's building and building.
It is. Yeah, every time we come here or they come home, it's going to be a good game. And so it's good. It's a good preseason game for us. So
congratulations, Coach McCurtain. Enjoy your win.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We will soak in it for a little bit.
You got it. You got it. Okay, Coach Francine McCurtain right there. And well done, Coach. The Lady Wildcats have defeated the Show Low Cougars by a final 52-47 in overtime tonight here at Show Low. What a game. A lot of fun for us and the team. And we certainly hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Real quick look at some numbers here. Koa Yazi led the way for Chinle with 16 points. Dijon White, great game from her. 15 points tonight in the game. Jaden Lynch with 9 points, including 4 critical overtime free throws for her team. Noelle Walker scored 6 in the contest. J.C. Wagner with 4 points and 2 points tonight for Jade Key. On the other side, the Show Low Cougars got a spirited effort out of Raquel Wilson. Boy, she played an incredible fourth quarter for the Lady Cougars. Her teammate Lacey Peter was great at the free throw line, hit a big third quarter three-pointer and scored 10 points tonight. Jordan Boyce with 9 points, Jaylee Boyce with 7. 4 points for Priestley Binney in the contest, 2 points for Reese Perkins, and 2 points for Tatum Moore. Show Low fouled 4 of their 5 starters fouled out of the game, and a lot of that was early. Third quarter, fourth quarter, before it was critical. Without the foul outs by Show Low, certainly the end of the game might have looked different, but that's how the basketball bounces, isn't it? We're going to wrap up our broadcast on the girls' game here. I want to thank our great team led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, jumping in on this one at the last second to join us here in Show Low was Joe Matthews, Big Joe Mama. Well done, Joe. And on camera tonight, Big Sean Ulvestad. We got the biggest crew in the business. We got the big boys. And for the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons. Thank you for joining us. Reminding you of our final again. Chinle 52, Show Low 47 in the girls' varsity game. We'll end this broadcast, start a new one in a moment. The boys' broadcast coming up here in just a couple of moments from Show Low High School. So look on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel for that. Until then, God bless you, folks. Join us again for the boys' game here in just a couple of moments.